Talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
Wells outside for three. And it's hauled in by Eric Fisher. And here's MP. Dish to Fisher. Might get it by the D, but he fights to the rim for the layup.
Fisher's 240-pound frame has no problem finishing through contact there. He's used to rugged work on the family farm, and he stacks some pay right there. Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a five-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinctive moves on the floor. Because sometimes he can defer a bit too much. Zadirko is an absolute dog inside. He wants that fight close to the hoop.
And now Wells. And once again off the mark by the Wolfpack. Outside Luan. To the inside. And Fisher throws it down.
That's on the defense. You can't give Fisher this kind of positioning, because he will punish you inside.
Three-pointer, Patrick Wells. Hits the trifecta.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You look at this Wolfpack roster. A lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season. Now here's Stopper. It's Drew Robinson at the high post. James. Robinson sets the screen. Shot clock at 6. The basket is good.
If he gives Stoffer the mid-range shot, he'll try his luck each and every time.
On the wing, it's MP. Guarded by Wells.
Throughout this period, he's really had a hard time scoring.
And sometimes you're not feeling it, but it could be an opportunity to maybe create something for someone else.
The Dynasty trail. Hawkins left side. MP up top. Tries a three. Yes, and it's Brett Hawkins picking up the assist. And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for. Oh, the moment that three went in on the other end.
Fisher outside. Up top, Hawkins. And the Dynasty, another three.
Careful, Hawkins can sneak up on you. Don't forget about him from deep.
Pass to James. Wells outside. That three off the mark. The Dynasty leading. Right wing. Outside Luan. Now here's MP. Let's go with the three. And it's the Wolfpack with the rebound. Up top, it's Wells. Now covered by MP. Fires from the line. Patrick Wells misses another. MP inside. Defended by Stoffer.
Michael Stoff. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Dynasty, MP. 4-2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw missing. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's good on the second. Carter with it. Fresh, the screen. No good there with the triple. And with a showcase game like this on tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
5 on the clock. MP up top. Shoots a three. It's hauled in by Fresh. The Wolfpack trailing here. And Johnson down low. He's against Hawkins. Passes to MP. The shot falls for a second bucket. 2 for 9 from the floor. And the Wolfpack with possession. They really need a bucket right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a while since they've scored last.
Count that one.
I mean, Carter's going to make that shot every time. He made that mid-ranger look elementary.
And the Dynasty call time here.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Danny Cobb.
Coach Duncan Carter has worked to impart a sense of focus in this ongoing rivalry. The rivalry of these teams is well documented, and he wants his club to continue their winning ways.
Yeah, Danny, he knows that the way the games have swung between these two sides is a dynamic rivalry. He would like the Dynasty to play at a heightened intensity for this one. Now here's Timmerman. Back to Robinson. Kicks it to Johnson. Wells. Yes, and a nice assist from Joey Johnson.
A known entity, Patrick Wells has been capable of catch and shooting many teams right out of the gym.
Well, halftime not too far away, and MP and Wells have both had their moments.
And the talent gap between these two doesn't look that big, if there's even a gap at all. Count that one. Work hard on the offensive glass. Good things happen.
Outside Stauffer. Wells outside. And it's out of bounds. Wolfpack to retain possession.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Brett Hawkins. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
Here's Wells. It's Michael Luan with the rebound. And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a 3-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
And he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
There's no doubt about it. Inside the paint, Timmerman can be undersized, but his agility and slipperiness helps him getting it done.
MP right side. Rebounded by the Wolfpack. Now Stauffer. Pass to Timmerman. No good from outside. Hawkins outside. And the foul is called as he misses. Will go to the line for 2 shots. That one on Stauffer.
Tenacious move by Hawkins there. Really challenging the defense to stop
At
him.
the line for the Dynasty. Brett Hawkins. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
And he can't hit the second one.
Well, Brett Hawkins' raw athletic ability is very impressive. With some refinement in practice, he could become an even more valuable part of the Dynasty's roster.
And he gets it to go.
They didn't hustle on the boards right there, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, not active enough, and they need to learn from this mistake or it will keep happening.
And here's MP on the outside. And it's rebounded by Zach Timmerman. Deshaun Carter from the outside. No luck on that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Wolfpack. They're up by 5. And more basketball to come after this short break. The teams have had their break. The Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. The Wolfpack in the lead. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record with Joe. Threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.
Now here's MP. That shot's good.
Focused finish by young MP. He's such a cool customer.
Wells outside. No good on the 3.
But when you got a shot like that, you've got to take it.
Hey, sometimes good shots just don't fall, but it's still a good look.
And MP gets it to go.
Nice tag. However, a little too easy if you're asking me.
Now here's Stopper. Played in with a nice touch shot off the glass.
And we're here in the gym of the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Having home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
And it's MP missing. And the Wolfpack with possession. 6-point game. Oh, shot goes.
This is Wells' calling card, honestly. He is a certified dagger from downtown.
MP high post. Wells on him. On the wing, it's MP. Guarded by Wells. A rare three-pointer from him.
Oh, the response 3 from MP. This guy is all about winning.
And here's Stopper. He's got 6. Inside. Here's Robinson. That falls. Nice read that time from Michael Stopper.
Showing you the instincts he has as a passer.
Over to the left wing. Fisher outside. Back to MP. A kick out to Luan. 6 on the shot clock. Hopkins. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Stopper. Pass over to Robinson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Dynasty trail. To the middle. Stolen by Robinson. And here's the break. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
At a height disadvantage, but great work inside.
Yeah, even against the bigger defender. This guy's not going to back down.
Fisher outside. Zadirko. Back to Fisher. From deep 3-point range. And it's rebounded by Zach Timmerman.
From Steph Curry range. He does have that in this game.
Yeah, that used to be a bad shot for anyone out there, and suddenly it's not anymore.
Nice, crisp pass by Timmerman. The Wolfpack playing like a real team out there.
Hopkins outside. On the wing, it's MP. And it's good for 2.
Well, MP knows he can score in close when he needs to. Right there, he did just that.
Now a timeout called by the Wolfpack.
Carter.
So both teams.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Babe. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Now here's MP. Out to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Pass over to Dillard. Shoots over Erickson. Dillard, no good.
That's the shot you're working for all game. He just couldn't hit it.
High percentage look, though, the kind you want to set back up again.
Deshaun Carter from the outside. Davidson pulls it in.
And most days, that would be his shot. Not sure what the credit goes for the miss.
Certainly not to the defense. They're very fortunate that didn't go in, considering the room they gave him.
Now here's Dillard. And he lobs it up towards the rim.
When we talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet. He even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes a database of information on these teams.
Swings it to Stoffer.
Substitution for the Wolfpack.
Back to Wells. To the inside. It's hauled in by Eric Fisher.
Nearly a highlight there.
That would have brought the house down instead of collapsing it.
Here's the Dirico. And yep, it's good.
Absolutely incredible guts from Zadirko. What a massive bucket for his team.
And here in the second half, you have to say that MP and Wells both have had the same impact with their scoring.
MP's the big name in this one, but Wells has been right there with him. He's come out here and matched MP shot for shot.
Count it from distance.
Building the drama. Wells with the timely score. Do you feel the game shifting right in front of us, guys?
MP inside. Guarded by Wells. And MP gets it to go.
Oh, what a big-time play from MP. He delivers in the moment.
And Patrick Wells outside. The Dynasty grab the miss. Still anybody's game at this point.
No question. This becomes a very big possession.
Michael Luan for 3. Here from three-point range.
You can see how confident Luan is. The bigger the moment, the more he wants the rock.
High post, Patrick Wells. MP's there. Wells gets it to go.
There's the confidence of Wells. Some call it arrogance, but whatever it is, he got the job done.
MP outside. Outside Luan. Back to MP. Zadirko right side. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Stoffer. Count it.
Hey, the high basketball IQ of Stoffer sensing when they needed a bucket.
No room for error here.
You gotta play perfect from here on out.
On the wing, Michael Luan. And oh wow, unable to get a shot off in time there. And they'll have to turn it over. A very unfortunate time there for the shot clock violation. And they intentionally foul. They're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty fight yet.
That's a smart foul, trying to keep the game alive this late.
Yeah, it's not over, but they're starting to really run out of time.
Dynasty foul. MP. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Wolfpack, Patrick Wells. Shooting 2.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up by 5. And so he goes 2 of 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
Brett Hopkins from outside. Trifecta.
He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
Now a timeout called by the Wolfpack. And so here is the Wolfpack, and that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Wolfpack, Michael Stock.
One shot.
2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop. From deep, it's MP. Good. The clock goes to 0, and that's going to do it for us.
And with a heated rivalry game like this, you knew you could throw out the record books. They're gone. The Wolfpack have to love playing the spoiler.
Oh, it's a tough pill to swallow, especially against your rival. But hey, that's how the cards fell. They still have a great team and talent up and down the roster, but tonight, the Wolfpack was just better.
For Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for being with us.
Here we go.
And it's the Dynasty to start it out.
And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
Outside Luan. Back to MP. The 3. Stauffer grabs the board. Three-pointer, Patrick Wells. It's Michael Luan with the rebound. And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
Now here's Hopkins. 5 to shoot. With the shot. He drains a long-distance 3.
What I really like about Hawkins, he's got that raw ability, and that deep 3 shows he's still improving.
Patrick Wells on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Michael Stauffer.
Answers right back with a 3 of his own.
We've got a shootout here. Long-range shooting on display.
Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
The three-pointer is going.
Careful, Hawkins can sneak up on you. Don't forget about him from deep.
Outside Stauffer. And the call is going to be, yep, that's an illegal screen.
Yeah, it's often so close, and you can really rule it either way.
Hopkins outside. Down low. MP right side. Now here's Fisher. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's MP on the outside. Stauffer comes up with the board. And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a 3-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
Hey, he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
Now here's Hopkins. And he's got 6 points for him. MP with the bucket.
Oh, MP, you just can't let him get loose in the mid-range because he can do damage from there.
The Wolfpack trail. Here's Wells. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Outside Luan. On the wing, it's MP. Again, MP missing. And the Wolfpack with possession. To the paint. Fresh, no good.
And we've talked about the heated interactions of these teams before. It's a result of history and proximity.
Oh, yeah. The bad blood comes from getting in each other's faces way too often over the years. Certainly doesn't help they operate out of the same region in Illinois.
And the basket by Zadirko.
Zadirko showing nice touch around the basket.
Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
Pass to Fresh. Nice D from Dave Zadirko. The Dynasty with the lead. And Luan gets it to go for 2.
You see that kind of unselfishness from MP a lot. Some say way too much.
Here's Stauffer. And here's Fresh. Passes to Wells. Shoots from the right block. And he hits the jumper for 2. And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for.
Now here is Zadirko. With just 5 to shoot. From beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. Here's Wells. He's got 5. Pass to James. Fresh. Fires the 3. No good there.
That's a break for the D. He's not the guy to leave open out there on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's a breakdown, plain and simple. But they got away with it.
Here's MP. From deep. Here's the second effort. Here's Zadirko. Well, it was only a matter of time. They finally get a bucket. And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Now here's Luan. Inside, MP. Rebounded by the Wolfpack.
He's having a tough quarter offensively.
Despite that, he remains aggressively looking for his shot.
Wells shot goes.
An elite 3-level shooter. Wells is someone you have to worry about beyond the arc.
And the Wolfpack making a change here. Called by the Dynasty.
And Coach wants to make some change.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely. And they haven't faced much resistance from the D.
The size on the bench for both teams is formidable.
Oh, yeah, Danny, this team is stacked. I was looking up to some of the players walking in as we set up tonight. Woo, they're tall. I know one thing, though. I wouldn't take too many shots inside with either second unit tonight.
Now here's Stauffer. Outside, it's Johnson. Robinson. Wells. Zadirko covering. Back to Robinson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Wolfpack, Drew Roberts. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
Dynasty coach Duncan Carter has worked to impart a sense of focus in this ongoing rivalry. The rivalry of these teams is well documented, and he wants his club to continue their winning ways.
Yeah, Danny, he knows that the way the games have swung between these two sides is a dynamic rivalry. He would like the Dynasty to play at a heightened intensity for this one. 5 on the clock. Michael Luan for 3. And it's the Wolfpack with the rebound. Wells outside. MP grabs the miss. Pass to Hopkins. Down low. Here's MP. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Strong take by MP with defenders in his face. He's at another level.
You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season. And that one misses.
You just have to admire how selfless MP is on the court. He looks to get everybody involved, finds good angles and good shots. And maybe he can just go get it all done himself, too.
Now Wells. 10 points for him. Well, halftime not too far away, and MP and Wells have both had their moments.
And the talent gap between these two doesn't look big, if there's even a gap at all.
You've got to be better on the glass. Second chance points can come back to haunt you.
Yeah, they need to show more effort when they're rebounding the rock, because that's inexcusable.
Robinson sets the screen. Just 2 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. Shot's good by Stauffer.
If you give Stauffer the mid-range shot, he'll try his luck each and every time.
MP outside. This one for 3. And so we got a pretty lopsided affair through the first half. Dynasty out front, up by 16. And plenty more to come right after this. The teams have had their break. The Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh! I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.
Now here is Zerdirko. MP up top, trying his luck from deep. And it's the Wolfpack with the rebound.
I can't understand why he keeps jacking these threes up. It's not what the fans came to see, and his teammates are probably going to start agreeing soon.
Pass over to Robinson. Zerdirko grabs the rebound. On the wing, Michael Luan, defended by Stauffer. And Luan gets it to go for 2.
And that's been the growing part of Luan's game. He's so comfortable from that mid-range jump shot.
Three-pointer, Patrick Wells. Brett Hopkins grabs the miss.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor. Because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
Now here's Stauffer. Over Hopkins. And once again off the mark by the Wolfpack. Here's Luan. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
Using that 6'7" frame. Look out. Luan went right at him.
Wells outside. Robinson sets the screen. Shot to stop the run. And once again off the mark by the Wolfpack. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And it gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest.
MP, no good.
And we're here in the gym in the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Having home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
Zadirko outside. Just 5 on the clock. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
MP gets the ball inside and creates a lot of pressure. Give up a basket or commit a foul like they did here.
For the Dynasty, MP. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And he gets both of them.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
And now the Dynasty with it. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen so far. Up top, Hawkins. Back to MP. Fires for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
You just have to stay attached to MP in the corner. He's too slippery, and he's too good.
Outside Stauffer. The shot that time, not on target. And here it's the Dynasty. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. MP outside. Yes, and it's Brett Hawkins picking up the assist.
Catch and shoot, it's a perfect situation for MP. He puts in so many reps that his muscle memory is exceptional for this level of basketball.
Here's Carter. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
First team foul.
It's going to be on MP.
At the line for the Wolfpack, Deshaun Carter for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Carter is just such a cerebral player. When you talk about him, you just have to admire how much he prepares for every single game.
Called by the Dynasty.
Substitution for the Wolfpack. Timeout on the court.
And the Wolfpack have possession. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Shot clock at 5. Again, MP missing. And here in the second half, you have to say that MP and Wells both have had the same impact with their scoring.
MP's the big name in this one, but Wells has been right there with him. He's come out here and matched MP shot for shot.
Now here's Dillard. On the wing, it's MP. 13 feet out. He clangs that one off the back iron and it falls.
Well, MP knows he can score in close when he needs to. And right there, he did just that.
Now it's Carter outside. Here's Fresh. And Tommy Fresh finishes it off.
Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon. Wow, a player who loves setting up others. MP makes a smart pass.
Some changes for the Wolfpack.
Danny Cobb for one.
And so here it's the Wolfpack. Wells outside. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. Wells with the steal.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. Now here's MP. Outside Cobb. Back to MP. Puts up a three. And it's rebounded by Zach Timmerman. The Wolfpack with the ball. It's Patrick Wells with the drive. Here's Robinson. Davidson pulls it in. They have been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Dillard. And he makes good on the layup.
Dillard can have issues finishing around the rim at times, but he was able to get the job done on that one.
Wells right side. Launches a three. Another miss by Wells. MP high post. Patrick Wells with the block. Pushing it up. From past the arc. Gets it to go from long range.
One thing about Patrick Wells, guys, this kid is a bucket. He knows how to light up the scoreboard.
Yo, watch MP.
MP outside. It's Dillard outside. Davidson. Clock at 6. MP up top. Expanding his range. Rebounded by the Wolfpack. Outside Stauffer. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Dynasty making a switch here.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Jonathan Lack.
Pass over to Robinson. Wells, shot's good.
And unfortunately, even with this run, it looks like they're still going to come up short.
Sure, it would have been really nice to see this earlier. Too little, too late.
Stolen by Robinson. And now Wells. Davidson defends. Here's Wells. Outside Stauffer. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Trouble brewing whenever Stauffer's hitting from distance. He's developing a well-rounded game.
MP inside. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
Real gem. You could see why the Dynasty have been the team to beat. Great execution for them when it mattered most.
Well, you know the Wolfpack would give everything they had. You could feel the intense tone of this rivalry match.